Across Europe, hidden armies were ready, fully armed and trained. Yet no one knew they existed, not politicians, not the people. They were meant to fight a threat that might never come. This secret operation had a name. Operation Gladio, one of the Cold War's darkest mysteries. After World War II, Europe was rebuilding from destruction, but a new fear spread across the continent. The Soviet Union. Western leaders were terrified that the Soviet Union might invade Western Europe. To prepare for this, NATO and intelligence agencies like the CIA from the United States and MI6 from Britain secretly created hidden armies in many European countries. These armies were called stay-behind units, soldiers who would stay behind enemy lines if the Soviets invaded, ready to sabotage, spy, and fight secretly. The name Gladio comes from Italy, where the program became most famous. In Italian, Gladio means a small Roman sword. But Gladio was more than a name. It was a secret operation spanning many countries, including Italy, Belgium, France, Switzerland, and Greece. Most of these secret armies remained hidden for decades. The operation officially started in the late 1940s, right after World War II. The world had just seen the horrors of Nazi Germany, and the Allies were worried about a new threat. The Soviet Union had expanded its influence in Eastern Europe, and many leaders in the West believed that war was inevitable. The idea was simple. If the Soviets invaded, these stay-behind units would remain in secret, attack supply lines, destroy communication networks, and gather intelligence for NATO. They would not fight as traditional armies. They would fight like ghosts, silently, secretly, and strategically. NATO leaders and Western intelligence agencies, CIA and MI6 for funding and training. Local civilians and soldiers selected for loyalty and skill. Military officers and political figures in each country. In Italy, Gladio was connected to the Italian intelligence agency, SISMI, and even had contacts with certain politicians and far-right groups. These people trained in secret, stored weapons in hidden caches, and practiced sabotage techniques in case of invasion. The original plan was defensive. The idea was to protect Western Europe from the Soviets. Weapons and explosives were hidden in forests, farms, and even cemeteries. The operatives were trained in sabotage, guerrilla warfare, secret communication, disruption of enemy supplies. If the Soviet army entered, these hidden armies would act like a shadow network to weaken the invaders. NATO secretly coordinated these units, but ordinary governments often didn't know about them, even their own parliaments. Here's where Gladio becomes controversial. In Italy, the network was allegedly linked to several terrorist attacks during the 1960s and 1970s. These years are called the Years of Lead because of political violence and bombings. In 1969, a bomb exploded in a bank in Milan, killing 17 people and injuring dozens. Initially, authorities blamed left-wing extremists. Later investigations suggested that right-wing extremists, possibly linked to Gladio, were involved. The aim was said to be a strategy of tension, to scare people and make them turn against communists. In 1980, in Bologna railway station, a bomb killed 85 people and injured more than 200. Again, investigators found ties between neo-fascist groups and elements of secret armies. People realized that a program meant to fight a foreign enemy might have been manipulated for domestic politics. Across Europe, similar stay-behind networks existed, but Italy became the most famous because the public discovered it first. Some historians say that not all attacks were planned by Gladio, but evidence shows that weapons, training, and contacts may have been misused. Operation Gladio remained secret for more than 40 years. Most governments and people had no idea these armies existed. The truth came out in 1990, when Italian Prime Minister Giulio Andreotti publicly confirmed the existence of Gladio. Suddenly, the world learned that hidden armies operated inside countries without democratic oversight. NATO and foreign intelligence agencies were funding and coordinating them. Some operatives may have been involved in terrorism and political manipulation. After Italy, other countries like Belgium, Switzerland, and Greece revealed similar networks. Questions arose. Were these armies still active? Could they have influenced politics without people knowing? Operation Gladio remains one of the most debated topics in modern history. Some argue it was necessary to protect Europe from the Soviets. It prevented possible invasions and ensured Western security. Others argue secret armies undermined democracy. They may have influenced or committed acts of terror. Governments and citizens had no idea about them. Historians, journalists, and former intelligence officers still discuss Gladio today. Was it a heroic plan to protect Europe, or a dangerous network that went out of control? The truth may never be fully known. Operation Gladio teaches us an important lesson. Secrets can be powerful but dangerous. Even a plan meant to defend a country can become controversial if it operates in the shadows, beyond the law and public knowledge. For decades, Gladio remained invisible, a ghost army that shaped history in ways most people will never fully understand.